They say some houses are not built, they are born. And in a small forgotten place called Ravenbrook, there is a house that no one speaks about after sunset. Not because it is abandoned, but because everyone who enters it starts hearing their own name. I didn't believe any of it. I was just looking for peace. A place far from the noise of the city. A place where I could restart my life. That's how I ended up inheriting my grandfather's house. Ravenbrook looked normal at first. Too normal. Silent roads, empty streets, no children playing. No dogs barking. Just an uncomfortable kind of silence that followed you everywhere. The moment I arrived at the house, I felt something strange. Not fear, not comfort. Something between the two. Like the house was observing me. The wooden door creaked open even before I touched it. I told myself it was wind, but there was no wind. Inside, everything was perfectly arranged, as if someone had been waiting for me, as if the house already knew I was coming. That night I tried to sleep early, but sleep didn't come easily. The silence inside the house was not normal silence. It was layered, like something was hidden underneath it. At exactly 2:47 a.m., I heard it. A whisper. Daniel. My name. Soft, clear, right beside my ear. I woke up instantly. My heart started racing. The room was completely dark. I turned on the bedside lamp. Nothing was there. I laughed nervously. Maybe I was just tired. Maybe I was imagining things. But then, Daniel, again. This time, from the hallway. Slowly, I got out of bed. The floor felt colder than before. Each step I took sounded too loud, like the house was listening. I opened the door. The hallway was empty, but the air was different, heavier, like something had just moved away from me. I checked every room. Nothing. No one. No sign of anything. But when I returned to my room, something had changed. My mirror was fogged up, and on it, written in something like condensation, was my name. Daniel. I wiped it instantly, but it came back again. That was the first night. The second night was worse. At 2:46 a.m., the lights flickered. Once. Twice. Then went out completely. Darkness swallowed everything. And in that darkness, footsteps. Not upstairs, not downstairs. Inside the walls. Moving. Circling. getting closer. I stood still, trying not to breathe too loudly. "Who is there?" I whispered. Silence. Then, step, 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 right behind me. I turned quickly. Nothing, but I felt it. Something standing so close I could feel the temperature shift in the air. Then the whisper came again, not from outside, not from the hallway, from inside my head. "You hear us now?" I stepped back. My hand hit the wall behind me. It was warm, like skin. I froze. The wall wasn't solid anymore. It felt alive. I ran. I locked myself in my bedroom, but the house didn't stop. It followed me. The strange thing was, it didn't move like a house anymore. It reacted to sound, to fear, to me. I sat on the bed trying to control my breathing. Inhale, exhale. But then I realized something horrifying. The house was copying me. My breathing echoed back slightly delayed. My heartbeat synchronized with something else. Even my whisper, "Please stop," came back from every direction. "Please stop." I covered my ears, but it was useless, because the sound wasn't coming from outside anymore. It was inside the structure of the house itself, like the house had learned how I sound. That night, I didn't sleep. I stayed awake until sunrise, but the sun didn't feel like relief, because in the morning, the house felt different again, more aware, more focused, like it had been studying me all night. That's when I started noticing patterns. Every time I walked, the floor creaked before I stepped. Every time I turned, something shifted before my movement. It was predicting me, not reacting, predicting. On the third night, I decided to leave, but the front door wouldn't open. Not locked, not stuck, just unresponsive, as if the house had decided I wasn't allowed to leave. That night, the whispers became voices, multiple, all saying my name. Daniel, Daniel, Daniel. From every wall, from every corner, from under the floor, from above the ceiling. I screamed, but even my scream came back to me, perfectly repeated, mocking. That's when I understood the truth. This house was not haunted. It was learning. Learning sounds, learning movement, learning identity. And I was the subject. On the final night, I woke up standing in the hallway. I don't remember walking there. The house was glowing faintly, not with light, with something organic,
like veins under skin. The walls were shifting slowly, and words were forming across them. We are almost ready. I tried to move, but my body felt heavy, like the house was sinking with me, like it was pulling something out of me. My memories, my voice, my identity. Then I saw it, a perfect copy of my handwriting forming on the wall, writing itself, without me touching.